I will change to the role of partner that visits the partner portal for marketing and sales support and look at the different enabling tools that we have available. So when a partner logs in, he or she will see this start page. Most of the time he'll do that because he got an activation email, which I showed you earlier, or maybe because our semi-automatic chatbot saw an opportunity and reached out to the partner. As you can see, our chatbot is well integrated with the scorecard and knows exactly what is going on with a partner. It knows the level, it knows the focus, and exactly what is going on and what not. This is a very powerful tool, especially dealing with the long tail of your partners. The same applies for the complete start page, by the way. Everything you see here is fully customizable. Berta, at our partner Gorilla, still has some configuration, some basic account configuration to do, and there's a campaign that could be interesting for her. Let's look at these account settings first. Here we go. Here we store all the details of partners that they can change or adjust them themselves. They can invite colleagues, check details or remove them, and this, by the way, is mandatory for GDPR, by the way. And of course, you can upload the logo and change other items that are relevant for co-branding, for example. This is also the place where we store the connections to the individual social media channels that we saw on the start page. These will be used for automatic and scheduled publishing of co-branded social media posts. More about that later on. When all settings are done correctly, Berta can now go to the portal and start using all the materials that we made available for her. Let's first look at the marketing and campaign functionalities. Typically, a top menu for partners looks something similar like this. There is access to the overall assets library. We have clustered assets in step-by-step guided campaigns. There's a way of planning your social content publishing. And finally, all personalized assets and customizations that you made are stored in the My Project section. Let's look at the library first. The library is the central repository for all the cross-media assets that you want to make available to your partners. You can think about customizable emails, landing pages, co-branded flyers, web plugins used for publishing managed content on a partner's website, downloadable reference materials, link to external resources or movies, or even shop items that partners can order. Everything you can expect from a file-like system, like search or different views or tags to help you narrow down what it is that you're looking for, or a company text with some little more guidance to your users. All pretty straightforward. It has a basic reporting to see which are the most active items in a period of time, and of course it has an integrated management environment that where you can change the text and the images and the accessibility or the versions, so you don't have to go to another system, another place in the platform to make the change. You can directly do that into this environment. All again pretty straightforward. There are two things that I want to talk about a little bit more. The first thing is the customization options. Within the whole platform, it doesn't really matter whether you're changing an email, or want to co-brand a flyer, or want to create a social media post. We always work in a step-by-step guided process that is fully customizable per template, that will help you to make all the changes that you want. You can change the images, you can you can change the texts, according to what the template allows, by the way, of course. And you can see directly what is going on, so that you don't make any mistakes. You could create a big preview. It could be a PDF, it could be an HTML, whatever that the asset is all about. And again, this doesn't really matter if you make an email or you create a social media post. It applies for all the same for all the assets. You can customize the predefined templates, and get ready for publishing it on your social channels. A little bit more about these templates. Administrators have the possibility to go into this section of the portal, and to easily add or change, directly change these templates. As you can see over here. Yeah, you can duplicate them, and then make changes, and then of course make all the customization changes for the partner, to be used later on. Going back to a second, it is also possible to have assets that can be co-branded, but do not have the user to require to make any changes. In this case, this step-by-step wizard is left away, and you can directly route it to the ordering screen, where you can actually order or send out the email. We'll go to this section later on in a minute when we go to the My Project section. A second thing I wanted to point out over here is the possibility to share documentation with external people in just a few clicks. For example, this PDF file or this Word document, you can click on Mail. Here you go, and you can see this item over here. There's now one item in my email. When you click on it, you can select a mail, which are available for you. Share content with lead, for example. Type in the information. I'll type in my own name, and then it will look into our CRM system automatically and find my name, Maarten Elsenaar. You can select them, make some adjustments on the message, and then send it out immediately, or do an email preview. These emails are fully tracked, so that you know what is going on with these different assets, and if they're being used or sent through to other people as well. Every time you click on or open up or engage with that email, the system gets notified, and then of course you get notified as well. That concludes the introduction to the library functionalities. Let's look at these assets from a campaign perspective. A more guided approach to marketing activities is done via the campaigns section. It has all the same items and results as we've done earlier in the library, but these playbooks have the possibility to provide more interaction with the partners, and of course, with a scorecard perspective, see what a partner's best next step should be. In this case, a cross-sell campaign. You see a couple of automated emails that will be sent out to a selected contact list, and with which you have different follow-up actions in the weeks after. Per week, you can plan activities. You can plan your targets or activities, and of course, everything that you fill in over here will be accessible on the scorecard. So just like the guided approach we saw when personalizing an email, you now have the option to create a guided approach to work with multiple assets or actions over time. And all that information is available as progression to the partner scorecard. The final option we have for working with content is via our planning module. Here you can see predefined messages, which administrators can add very easily themselves. The partners can simply decide whether or not they want to these items to be published on their social media channels automatically, or not. As you can just do that by simply dragging and dropping them into the right column. Please note that if a partner leaves a message in the available list, the system will know that and of course can send out reminders to come and visit the site and update the preferences. The final section of this part of the demo is the My Project section. This is the place where all the customized items that you've been working on, where you can co-work with your colleagues on the different content, and where you can find the reports of all the actions that you've been sending out. It has a similar look as you saw in the library. We have some tags on the left-hand side to find what it is that you need. It shows the different statuses of the items, like they're in draft, or that they're pending approval, or that it's scheduled to be sent out. And you can find all the actions that you can do with them. Put them in draft again, add a coworker, or preview. In this case, an email, when you want to send that out, sometimes this is called ordering, and you want to publish this, a simple wizard guides you with that. You can preview the piece, send a test, putting all the sending options, select the contacts from your contacts list, or upload an Excel file, and then when you're ready, I'll do that. And when you're ready, you can send them out directly, or pick a date to reschedule it. Very, very straightforward. The system makes sure that everything that gets sent out is done in the right way, according to GDPR policies. You don't have to worry about that at all. The same wizard is also for social media posts, for social media banners. Here we go. Post this on your social media page. Oh, no social media accounts are available. Let me change that. That was a fast forward. I did that while in the background. So now we can post that message on our social media posts, on our social media channels. In this case, only Facebook, which was configured as soon as possible, or choose a date and time. And then, of course, this message will be placed according to that time automatically. And finally, just as in the library, you have the possibility to send out customized emails, customized documents in this follow-up email tool. So if you co-branded a flyer or you personalize the flyer, you can find them. Here we go, and add them to email. Here we go. Use for follow-up, and then that gets added to your email that we saw earlier as well. This concludes everything that has to do with marketing assets and with customizing and with co-branding and with campaigns.